Braavos, the most powerful and wealthiest of the free cities, and home to the Iron Bank. In the city's lifetime, it survived countless battles and even the Valyrian dragons. In the vast lagoon between the narrow sea and the Shivering Isles lies a stretch of islands named the Braavosian coastland, and hosts this great city. The city's origins go back 500 years before Aegon's conquest of Westeros. It begins when dragons thrived in Old Valyria, and thousands fled from vicious slavery throughout the Valyrian freehold, which is a large amount of land seceded to the Valyrian Empire across Essos. It's said that refugees fleeing from conquered lands were led to the lagoon by the Moonsingers, which are the gods of the free cities. It was known as the Secret City, and its existence was not even confirmed until 100 years after it was first settled. The location of the city was not discovered until 3 times that, and by this time the Valyrians' empire had crumbled, along with Old Valyria itself. For this reason, it's often known as the bastard son of Valyria. The city itself is stretched across hundreds of islands, and the closest mainland is a dense swampland, which creates a brilliant defence. As well as this, the outer islands are a spree of high rock mountains, which create a natural wall around the city, defending it from naval attacks. For these reasons, some may say that Braavos is a stronghold surrounded by natural defences. The only entrance to the city is to pass through a narrow gap in the mountainous walls, where ships must travel under the Titan of Braavos. The large statue is made of granite and bronze and serves as both a lighthouse and a fortification, as murder holes are located all along the statue's legs. A murder hole is a defence mechanism that allows arrows to be fired at any incoming ships. Beyond that lays the first of Braavos' 2 harbours, one of which for foreign ships and another for local use. The harbour is also defended by a citadel building named the Arsenal, which serves as a barracks to defend against any further attack. The architecture of Braavos is remarked as some of the finest in the Three Kingdoms. Key buildings feature huge domes, and all of the islands are joined together by multiple stone bridges. As well as this, the trees around the harbours are never cut down as lumber is imported. The reason for this is that the trees act as a natural wind guard to protect the harboured ships. The city features vast amounts of aqueducts which move clean water around from island to island, as the briny water of the lagoon is seen as undrinkable. The final part of the city is the Drowned Town, which is an entire section of the city that has collapsed into the deep lagoon, and all that can be seen is the spires and domes peering above the water. Braavos is defended by walls and guards, but there are also the Braavos, which are a group of skilled swordsmen who prowl Braavos, attempting to prove themselves against anyone who offers them a fight. They also take pride in defeating lawbreakers in their land. Braavos does not discriminate by religion, and all the gods are worshipped throughout Braavos, but the main religion is that of the Moonsingers, who are said to have guided the first refugees to Braavos. The leader of Braavos is called the Sea Lord, which is an appropriate title considering how majority of Braavos' wealth comes from trades across the ocean. The city is the richest and most powerful of the 3 cities, and has strong relations with both Essos and Westeros. But one of the most prominent sites of Braavos is the Iron Bank. Although all cities have their own banks, none is as rich as the Iron Bank, and fewer still lend such large amounts to others. The Iron Bank has loaned money to Westeros on many occasions, especially during King Robert Baratheon's rule, which plunged his kingdom into outstanding debt with the Iron Bank. The Iron Bank will have its due. Whenever the bank gives a loan to a kingdom, it will be paid back in a set amount of time with interest. Those who believe that they are above paying the bank what they owe tend to meet an untimely end. If refusing to pay, the bank will fund the enemies of that kingdom, which it's bound to have, and when the kingdom has been defeated, the debt falls to said enemy. This is why, no matter what happens, the bank always get what it's due. Braavos has transformed itself from a hidden city of refugees to an incredibly wealthy powerhouse that poses a threat to Westeros itself, unless a capable king can take the Iron Throne and manage to pay off their debt.